You know the drill. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And as you breathe, just notice your body relaxing. I feel like my jaws are clenched. So allowing I think we're just going to start right at the top. So bringing the light in above the top of your head through your crown chakra. We're going to allow that to slowly come down. So it's releasing any tension in your forehead, in your eyes, around your eyes, back of your head, coming down into kind of that sinus area in your face, which is starting to touch on now the jaw area, and releasing any tension that you're holding on to there, down into the jaw area, allowing your jaw to relax. Down into the throat chakra, allowing your entire neck and throat area to relax. We'll just allow that energy to go down to our arms, to our hands, to our fingers, before continuing on down into the heart chakra. Feel like we just want to bring a little extra light into that area. And I see both the green and pink colors infusing that area. Just letting that relax. Then down into our solar plexus, really our whole chest area. Allowing that area to relax. And if you remember in the solar plexus, that's your place of inspired action. It's where you're encouraged to tap into your light, your passion, your purpose, take steps from that place. But I feel like we're just really kind of calming that space down for now, that there isn't anything that needs to be done. It's more about being, less about doing. And then coming down to your sacral chakra, so the whole belly area, allowing that also to relax, to release. And maybe just notice for a moment as you're breathing that you're breathing all the way down into your belly. So with each in-breath in, the belly expands. And with each out-breath, it contracts. Something that we as women often don't do is that deep belly breathing. It's funny, as I say that, I almost see this vision of a accordion. So as you're bringing the accordion out and bringing it back in. And when you do that with an accordion, of course, you're creating sound, you're creating music. And I feel like that deep belly breathing for us is also a creative energy. You're creating space to release, to relax, to renew, rejuvenate. And maybe poetically, they're keeping me with the R words, but also to reinvent. And we could talk about that when we come out. I feel like reinventing yourself is the words that I'm hearing. And then coming down to the base chakra at the root of your spine, but also your reproductive area. And just allowing that area to also relax. And bringing that energy down the legs to the feet to the toes. So just allowing that, all that light energy to stay in the physical body. And we will come back for a moment and just imagine roots going from your toes into the earth. And if it's your desire to have less emotions come through as tears, then we can also ask that anything that needs to be released down into the earth. Kind of a magnetic pull that's pulling that energy down and out of your body. Although I will tell you that as I said that, I also see tears, but I see tears falling onto the earth, and almost like you're watering the plants, watering the earth, watering a garden. So again, just kind of seeing that release from both sides. And as I say that, I'm just going to share that I hear they're tears of surrender, tears of release, tears of joy, tears of peace, tears of prosperity, tears of reconciliation. They're tears that are being shed for a lot of years of not understanding, not appreciating, not allowing that surrender and that release. And I feel like it's there's something to be congratulated in that, admired in that. And that the really hard, I'm going to say work, but they're saying more the hard looking at things has been done. The next phase, which sometimes feels like the hardest, not because it requires effort, but because it goes against the grain of the way we've been or the way that we think that we're expected to be, is moving into that place of surrender, that place of acceptance. And again, using the words we said a few moments, that place of being and beingness. And it's almost like they're showing me a recalibration of coming into that space and getting comfortable with you in that space. Now, I was going to say the new you, but they wouldn't let me do that because it isn't new. It's really coming back to you and who you are. Oh, interesting. And there's a bit of grief that goes along with that because you're releasing an old way of being, you're releasing an old way of seeing, you're releasing an old way of doing, you're releasing an old way of interpreting. And there is some grief when we do that and step into something new or old, as the case may be. So just continue to breathe and take a couple nice deep breaths in, just breathing in the light. Breathing in the love. Breathe in the joy. Breathe in the laughter. Breathe in the friendships and relationships, opening a space to invite new ones into your life that support you in where you are now. breathe in the truth of who you are, whether you understand it, know it or not. You're just breathing it in. And for a moment, just for this moment, see yourself as the beautiful light being that you are. The restrictions of being an earthly being kind of just falling away for a moment. And as you do that, still kind of having a sense of your life here on earth, your friends, your family, relationships, past experiences, future experiences, just seeing them all kind of as outside of you, a little bit in your peripheral vision. You may see it clearly, you may not, but just noticing that these are aspects of who you are here, memories of who you are here. But then coming back for a moment, just noticing yourself again as this beautiful light being. Just allow the light to come in. Allow yourself to receive it. Open up your heart to receive it. Remember how powerful you are as a manifester, that you have all the tools you need to bring into your life here on earth what you want, what you need, what your soul desires. But remembering not to get too attached to what that looks like, to the form, because there may be something much better that you limit by doing that. Or there may be an experience that you don't have that's so important to your soul's evolution if you limit that. And I'm just going to hold you in this space for a moment while I ask the question, where is Chris now in that soul's journey, in that evolution? And when I ask that question, I almost see you as a baby being born or a bud on a flower opening. So it's almost like a rebirth, like you're coming back into, I was going to say the world, they won't let me say that you're coming back into you. And coming back into you requires you to have a lot of trust, acceptance, and curiosity, kind of like a newborn baby. They come in with joy and bliss and wonder. They're not afraid of anything. They don't know the word no. They don't know. All they know is love. They don't know anything else. So it's like you're coming back to that. And so part of the message that's coming through for you is let love in. Let love lead. Let it be your main emotion. The words aren't really coming to me because I feel like the concept's really big. And so now just for a moment, breathe in love. Breathe it into your heart, breathe it into your head, breathe it into your body, breathe it into your soul. And remember, know that you are loved beyond measure, beyond meaning, beyond sometimes even understanding. But not just that you are loved, you are love. And so I feel like they're giving me, your soul work when we're done this call, which is just to breathe into your heart, radiate love out. And as you breathe in, breathe love in from everywhere, from all sources. And I think we'll just end this off with a little mantra, 3 phrases. which I'll say you can just repeat in your mind or you can just take in the words. I'm going to do it 3 times. I am loved. I am lovable. I am loving. I am love. I am lovable. I am loving. I am loved. I am lovable. I am loving. And we're just going to end that mantra off with the 3 words that really matter, which are I am love. And with that, I'll invite you to just take as many quiet breaths as you want or need to, bringing your attention back to yourself, to your space, to this moment, to this room. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.